Hello, my Madison High School folks, and welcome to week two. It's been lovely to get to know you and to start seeing your interactions on the boards, and so I'm really enjoying that. Um, Thank you to those of you who went ahead and emailed me annotations. I was just looking for you to annotate on the Google Doc last week, but I totally understand how that might have been a bit confusing. But it was lovely to see all of your interactions, and I very much enjoyed like getting to know all of you. And so I'm going to be giving you some feedback starting tomorrow on your documents. And thank you for your patience last week with getting the video out because it was the first week of school. I'm glad that you all took some time to really go through the AI policy and the grading practices. And so you have a read and annotate here. Just FYI, if we get approval for something called Harmonize, I will probably be using it this semester. I use it a lot at my other community college job, and it's just a beautiful way to annotate PDFs and such. But for right now, I'm going to kind of make do because AV Tech doesn't have access to it. So for this week, because you all are in a split dual enrollment class and it's going to be in 8-week sessions, last week was very much a testing the water week. And now we got to kind of keep things up and get going. So you'll see that this week is marked and available for you. And you got your objectives here. So you're going to do a college essay puzzle. You're going to read some of these pieces that are listed for you, and then a couple of stories. So the way I work it at my school is that I usually give all of my students about Monday to kind of read and like annotate and take notes on everything before we get started on Tuesday. So I would say that, since today is Monday and it's a holiday and you may not see this, then I would use Tuesday to do the same so that you can really focus in on Wednesday and Thursday this week. And so I've got some other things here. I've got your essay one, and I'm going to go over that in a moment. And then some outlining and planning documents and some documents on how to format a college essay. So I'll go over your final or your essay one here in a moment. But what I want you to see is that there are some readings that are linked here. I've got a list. And so on there, it's going to tell you what I'm asking you to read for the week. And then this is a video to help you with your essay one, and then some guides on annotating text in addition to what we read last week on Beyond the Yellow Highlighter. So what you're going to see is you're going to see that there are 3 tasks this week. So your tasks are, this should be 9-7. So that should say 9-7. But what I want you to see here is that you're going to have the college essay puzzle. And the college essay puzzle is going to be where you are going to look at a sample essay that is for an English 111 class. And in there, you're going to identify the structure, you're going to evaluate the strengths and evaluate the weaknesses. It's not a perfect piece, and it certainly is not the worst I've ever seen. So there are ways that this piece needs to be revised. And so I'm looking for you to revise it, give me your suggestions, and then to give a reflection as to how you change that. Bullet points are fine. I'm really just looking that you're thinking through it so the formatting doesn't matter. For annotating for essay one, this is something I'm doing in class with my students, but I think that you should do it together with your class that you're doing this asynchronously with. So if you're all together in a room, I really highly suggest that you do this together. But you're going to read the full instructions, annotate the essay one instructions, annotate theme for English B, use some strategies that you learned in Beyond the Yellow Highlighter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do that for both of those pieces. And you're going to look at how you could add and change and make sure that that you come to essay one knowing what you want to write about. And so the directions are here, and so it's going to ask you to do a little bit of both, and then and how you're going to connect the readings that we've been doing to the work. So on here, you're also going to see that Mother Tongue and Teen is a discussion piece. And this is from Amy Tan and De La Pena's essay. And so you will be reading this. And so the Google Doc instructions are there. And here is so you're going to read these pieces and you're going to kind of swirl them around in your brain. And then you're going to start distilling them into a literacy narrative, which is what you're going to be doing for your very first essay one. So in essay one, your final is going to be due the 21st of September. And so in essay one, you're going to write a personal literacy narrative that focuses on your development and how you see the world and the media that you have consumed and things that have been important to you and how they have informed you as a person. And so you're going to write a narrative, something that has very memoir like qualities. We're going to do a Superman and me discussion next week. And so in this piece, you're going to be really thinking about like how can you engage the reader? How can you tell a story? Use these details to do so. And so this has a bit of creative writing to it, but it should keep an essay structure. So it does need to have an intro and a body and a conclusion, but it's going to be a little bit different in how you develop those narratives because that's going to be all about your own personal experience. And so these are all things that are there for you. And then there's a discussion here on the forum on mother tongue and teen. And so it might be good for you to start here so that you can kind of develop your ideas as you are workshopping for essay one. So this is one of the only weeks where we'll have 3 tasks for the week, really just so that we can put things together and start thinking about essay 1, and then it'll kind of fall into being mostly 2. But since we have a lot going on for the next few weeks, we're just gonna be moving pretty quickly. Speaking of quickly, if you go down here, I've got your core assignments that are already listed. So if you want to preview those, you absolutely can. I put the dates on there. I'm pretty sure that those are going to stay the dates. Um, but I think that I have gone over everything that I need to go over today. I probably missed something. So if you encounter a problem or if something pops up and you need my assistance, please reach out to me anytime. And I look forward to seeing you on the discussion boards. Bye.